At least 22 people are dead and hundreds are injured after the violent protests in Nepal. The massive anti-corruption movement continued despite the previously imposed social media ban being lifted, with protesters saying that social media was never the core concern of the people. Now, the ensuing violence and the unrest prompted the resignation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. The situation on ground remains volatile. The country's parliament has been charred after it was vandalized and set ablaze by protesters. This happened on Tuesday. Neighboring buildings have also been torched and streets today lay empty. In Bhatbhateni, a department store was set on fire while 3 police officers stationed at Koteshwar were allegedly killed by protesters after they had already surrendered. Nepal Army has announced plans to impose prohibitory orders to restore normalcy. So far, over 26 people have been arrested for vandalizing property and looting. The turmoil has forced the shutdown of Kathmandu's main international airport, with several airlines cancelling their flights to the country, including India's Air India and Indigo. The violent protests are led largely by the country's youth against corruption, nepotism and economic stagnation. On Tuesday, they set Nakhu jail on fire and freed Nepal's ex-deputy Prime Minister Rabi Lamichhane and 1,200 other inmates. The protesters demand Lamichhane to be appointed as the next Prime Minister, whom they see as a change. UN Human Rights Chief has termed the incident appalling and has urged authorities to protect the right to peaceful protest and called for investigation into the deadly crackdown.
I'm appalled by the escalating violence in Nepal that has resulted in multiple deaths and the injury of hundreds of mostly young protesters, as well as the widespread destruction of property. I plead with security forces to exercise utmost restraint and to avoid further such bloodshed and harm.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged Nepalese authorities to show restraint and seek a constructive path forward. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for peace in the neighbouring nation while terming the violence heartrending and stressing Nepal's stability as vital to the region. And for more on this, our correspondent Saloni Murarka, who's there in Kathmandu, sends us this report.
Nepal army has taken control over the streets of Nepal. I'm here standing in Kathmandu. This is the Lalitpur area where Nepal army has been deployed here at different intervals, different intersections. We are seeing the armies on the ground. While on the other side of the road, you see that these are the public. They're clearing out the road, the destruction that was caused last evening, yesterday. And this burnt building is the traffic police station. In the entire city, we see that many of the police stations have been torched. And not only this, but many of the houses of the key party leaders, including Prime Minister, President houses, have been torched. While curfew is in place, Nepal army officials have informed that prohibitory orders will further be imposed and the meeting is underway. And the secondly is that Ramchandra Paudel, the president of Nepal, is meeting with the Gen Z's protesters to continue the dialogues and come out with a peaceful solution. I'm Saloni Murarka reporting for WION from Kathmandu, Nepal.